Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are memory planning the week that was the 23rd to the 29th of December 2024. It is the final spread of my 2024 planner and I am so incredibly thrilled. So yeah, I'm very happy to be done with my 2024 planner. Like I mentioned in my previous video though, I do have some spreads that I need to finish off in my personal time, and I want to go back and make sure that any gaps for characters or scripts or foil or anything has been filled in. But hopefully I will have a 2024 planner flip through for you all sometime in the not too distant future. This particular week I did pair two kits together. Same clip art, different kits. So I think the first one that I had, I bought it in a premium matte. And I don't know what I did, but when I looked at it, I think the format, I felt like I didn't have enough boxes. So I then ended up buying, was it premium matte? I don't know. One of them's premium matte and one of them's not premium matte. But essentially, I think I used a mini kit and a full kit to make this work. So I had to kind of like alternate the boxes and like, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a Frankenspread without being a Frankenspread, because it was the same clip art, the same kit, just that one was matte, one was not matte. So the colors were slightly different, but I think when I look at the spread overall now, you can't really tell that, which is good. I also used some planner face foil this week in gold. I thought the gold just paired really nicely with this kit. Again, like a lot of my kits, I have had this in my collection for quite some time. I actually have a serious problem when it comes to Christmas kits. When I was going through my albums the other day, I think I counted that I had like 26 Christmas kits in an album. Like I literally have an album just for Christmas kits. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not all kits that I've purchased per se. Like I haven't gone and shopped up a storm for Christmas kits. Obviously, some I have bought and I've accumulated them over the years, but also I have a bunch of like mystery kits. So it was back at a time when I had SPC mystery kits coming in, planner face mystery kits coming in. So I have quite the collection. And then some of them just aren't quite right. So for anyone who might know Cat of Peace, Love, Plan and Reads, you all know she's very particular with her kits, and that has kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. So I really try to be a bit more intentional about the art that I use for certain weeks. And because of that, you know, like I have a bunch of like bookish or like high-end mall Christmas kits that just don't fit or haven't yet fit things that I've done in December. So even though I'm using 4, sometimes 5 Christmas kits, sometimes the art just doesn't work. And not only that, but I tend to get carried away every year when Christmas art is released and just like want to buy everything. I don't. But again, I've obviously bought a few because I could essentially do an entire planner of just Christmas spreads. So when I get to Christmas time, I like to use a good chunk of them. And this particular year, I didn't really have a theme for the Christmas spreads. I kind of tried to alternate between like colorful and like traditional. I tried to alternate my foils. But again, this kit, I've said it before many times, fairy lights in Christmas kits every time. And you can see there that double box scene on Tuesday and Wednesday. Like, enough said. So I knew when I saw this kit that I had to use it. The box that I used on Saturday also reminds me of the Christmas trifle that we make every year for dessert. So, perfection. Again, I do live in Australia. There is a whole lack of clip art every year for warmer Christmases because, again, I understand, you know, there's quite a vast majority of planner people who are in like the US or whatever where Christmas is cold. So you have these beautiful kits in the snow with sweaters, cozy chairs and fireplaces. But Australia is not like that. And I think to date, since I've been in the planner community since like, I don't know what year it was, 2017, 2018, maybe even before that, but I just wasn't planning properly. I think I've only ever seen 1, maybe 2 spreads that could cater to an Australian or like a warmer Christmas. So every year I just have to live vicariously through the rest of you and use like the snowy kits because I don't have another option. So any kits, any creators who are looking for like ideas of art to use, can we please get some more summery or like warm, non-traditional snowy Christmas kits, because that would be really amazing. But in the interim, I will continue to use my collection because I love them and they're beautiful. But yeah, like I said, the kit's from Plannerface. All of the foil is from Plannerface. And I guess let's go ahead and talk through everything because, of course, it's Christmas week. So my sidebar this week, standard, we've got the 3 full boxes. We have a section for my highlight of the week, which I'm still yet to fill out, but if you know, you know. So first things first, Monday was actually my first day off work. So I finished work the week earlier on the Friday. So I did mark having a little sleep in on this day. When I woke up, I marked doing some cleaning because, of course, Christmas, I actually host Christmas at my house and I have both my family and my in-laws over. So we have like 11 people here. I want to make sure the house is clean, that there's room for everyone to sit, relax, and enjoy themselves. So I did some cleaning. I marked doing some laundry. This particular day, I did duck into the shops for some last minute gifts and some last minute bits and pieces. So this day, I did actually buy the bauble for our little one. I don't know if I've talked about it yet. I think I was saving it until I did a flip through. I can't recall because it's just been a mess of the last 12 months. But in September of 2024, trigger warning, miscarriage, pregnancy loss, etc. But in September of 2024, my husband and I did lose a pregnancy. So we lost a little baby boy. And I wanted to have something for him on the tree. So I actually went and got a custom bauble made for him. It's like white, it's clear glass, it has white feathers in it. And then it has, because we didn't name him because the pregnancy was so early on, we just didn't even have time to process that we were pregnant before they told us that we were no longer pregnant. So it just basically says Baby Locksford on it, and I think it says 2024 in red glitter. So I got him a little bauble that will now go on our tree every year in remembrance of him. I did mark doing some last minute gift shopping. I marked that I got some coffee and donuts, and then when I got home, I did some more cleaning, some more decluttering. You know how it is, especially if you host Christmas. And then I marked that night for dinner, we had kebabs. Tuesday, the 24th, was, of course, Christmas Eve, so I marked that at the top of the day. I marked doing some more cleaning, and that I was listening to Christmas carols whilst I cleaned. And then it marked that I wrapped gifts, again, listening to those Christmas carols while I was wrapping all of my gifts. I have like wrapping paper that's themed to match my Christmas tree every year. So my Christmas tree last year was red, silver, and gold. So every single wrapping paper that I use is either silver, red, or gold, or a variation and combination of all of them together. My brother came over that night. I then went and picked up my other brother and his partner because they came and stayed with us on Christmas Eve. We had pizza for dinner, I'm pretty sure, and we watched Carols by Candlelight, which is just like an event that they host every year. They have like 2 big events where they do 2 different states. They do like carols put on, one in Melbourne, one in Sydney. So we watched one this night together while we ate dinner. It's kind of like a family tradition. And then I marked that my brother and I prepared the trifle, which is the dessert that we make. It's basically a whole heap of cream, custard, sugar, chocolate. We put peaches in ours. We put 2 different flavored jellies in ours, sponge cake. It's so yummy. It's basically just like a sloppy mess, but it is so delicious. And my brother and I have taken over making that ever since I started hosting Christmas, whereas before my mum would make it because my mum would host Christmas. But since her and my dad separated, she lives in a smaller house now. She can't host everyone. So we do it and we take on the responsibility. Wednesday was, of course, Christmas, so I've marked that at the top of the day. And then I've marked that I was listening to carols while I was preparing the food. I marked that my brother and I were cooking food until 7 p.m. So I usually start getting everything prepped and ready to go at about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And we have so much food because of so many people, and we obviously don't want people to miss out, that I was cooking everything until 7 p.m. I marked that my brother finished the trifle during that time, and then I of course marked that we had Christmas lunch, that we did our gift exchange, and then that night we played Mario Party. So those who weren't playing kind of just sat on the lounge and watched, and everyone else played Mario Party, and then we kind of alternated. Not a very eventful Christmas, I just figured. I've got 3 minutes left in this video and I have to get through the rest of the week. But yeah, that was Christmas. It was very simple. It was very chill. It was very nice. I had a couple of drinks. It was overall a really good day. And then I end up having the Christmas blues the following day because I just miss that feeling of Christmas. It also felt like Christmas came so quickly and went so quickly last year that I didn't have time to realize it was Christmas before it was gone again, if that makes sense. So that probably didn't help. On Thursday, I marked that I had a McDonald's coffee and a trifle for breakfast because I think my husband went and dropped my brother and his partner home because my brother had to work the following day. I marked that it was 35 degrees, that I took a nap. My husband and I watched Mr. Beast games. My dad and my other brother came over for leftovers that day because we had so much food. And then I marked that we had coffee, chats, and we played with like this magnetic dart thing that my husband got off his mum, I think from Temu. Friday, I slept in. I had coffee and trifle. We started and finished Squid Game Season 2. I marked that we had leftovers for dinner. My husband and I played Mario Party. And Yoshi, being me, won the first round. I'm always Yoshi. Saturday, I marked having a lazy morning that I filmed. I had a YouTube binge. My dad and my brothers came up again for yet again more leftovers. I marked that we had said leftovers, and then we just hung out, drank coffee, did, the family things. And then Sunday, I slept in, I filmed, I did some laundry, I watched some YouTube. I marked that we had a lazy evening. Again, we had leftovers for dinner. We're going on how many days at this point? 4. And then again, we played Mario Party because I did get the newest Mario Party for Christmas. We used to play the old one, but because my husband got me the newest one, I think it's called like Jamboree or something. I got that for Christmas, and I wasn't even the first to play it because him, my brothers, and I think my mother-in-law played it on Christmas, and then everyone kind of left, so we didn't play. We went to bed. But I got to play it later on in the week, which is fine. But that was my Christmas week. That is the end of 2024. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you all very, very soon with 2025 content. So stay tuned. Bye!